Imagine waking up one morning to find your city in chaos. Traffic lights are malfunctioning, hospitals are shutting down, and your bank account shows a balance of zero. This isn't the plot of a sci-fi movie. It's a very real scenario that could unfold in our increasingly digital world. Today, we're diving into a topic that's not just shaping our future, it's already impacting our present: cybersecurity and digital risk. The changing landscape of security. Picture this: it's 1989, and the Berlin Wall is falling. The Cold War is ending, and with it, our traditional understanding of security. Fast forward to today, and we're facing threats that would have seemed like science fiction just a few decades ago. Traditional versus non-traditional security. Once upon a time, security meant tanks, missiles, and spies. Now, it's about climate change turning farmland into deserts, economic crashes that can spread like wildfire, viruses that can shut down entire countries, and of course, hackers who can bring down governments from their bedrooms. The rise of cybersecurity concerns. Remember when the scariest thing about computers was the dial-up noise? Those were simpler times. Now, our lives are digital, from our money to our memories. The world is more connected than ever. One vulnerability can affect millions. And our most critical systems, power grids, water supplies, even nuclear facilities, are all online. Key concepts in cybersecurity and digital risk. 1. Cyber warfare. Imagine if World War III was fought not with bombs, but with bytes. Welcome to cyber warfare. It's like traditional warfare, but the battlefield is digital. Examples that shook the world: Stuxnet Worm, 2010, a digital weapon that physically damaged Iran's nuclear facilities. NotPetya attack, 2017, started in Ukraine but spread globally, causing billions in damages. 2. State actors in cybersecurity. Countries aren't just building armies anymore, they're creating cyber armies. Government hackers working 9 to 5 to breach other countries' systems. Spies who never leave the desk but know your deepest secrets. Nations stockpiling digital weapons like they used to stockpile nukes. 3. Non-state actors in digital security. It's not just governments we need to worry about. Sometimes, the biggest threats come from unexpected places. Hacktivist groups like Anonymous, digital Robin Hoods, or chaotic troublemakers. Cybercriminal organizations that make traditional mafias look old school. Terrorist groups using the internet as their new recruitment and planning tool. 4. Impact of technology on national security. The future is here, and it's both exciting and terrifying. AI that can detect threats faster than any human, but what if it falls into the wrong hands? Quantum computers that could break all our current encryption. Imagine all your secrets suddenly becoming public. The Internet of Things, when your toaster becomes a security risk. Recent cybersecurity incidents. Let's look at some real-world cyber nightmares that kept security experts up at night. ICBC Financial Services ransomware attack, November 2023. Imagine the US Treasury market, the backbone of global finance, suddenly grinding to a halt. That's exactly what happened when hackers targeted this major player. Ascension Healthcare System attack, May 2024. Picture 140 hospitals across 19 states suddenly unable to access patient records or provide emergency care. Lives were at risk because someone decided to click on a phishing email. CDK Global ransomware attack, June 2024. Think about 15,000 car dealerships suddenly unable to sell a single vehicle. $1 billion in losses, all because of a vulnerability in the supply chain. But wait, there's more to this story. Let's hear from some voices that often go unheard in these discussions. Perspectives from the Global South. Dr. Lillian Nalwoga, Uganda. She's fighting to make sure Africa isn't left behind in the cyber race. Her message: Cybersecurity isn't just for rich countries, it's for everyone. Professor Sanjay Goel, India. He's looking at the human side of cybersecurity. His approach: we need to understand people, not just machines. Dr. Nena Afeni Ajufo, Nigeria. She's calculating the real cost of cybercrime for African economies. Her call to action: we need global teamwork to fight global cyber threats. Approaches to addressing cybersecurity challenges. So, how do we fight this invisible war? Let's weigh our options. 1. International cooperation. Imagine the UN, but for cyberspace. Pros: countries sharing intel like a global neighborhood watch. When hackers strike, the world strikes back, together. Cons: but what if your neighbor is the one spying on you? And can we really get everyone to play by the same rules? 2. Technological solutions. Picture a digital arms race, but for defense. Pros: building virtual fortresses to keep the bad guys out. Our tech evolves as fast as the threats. Cons: but fortresses are expensive. Can everyone afford them? And what if we become so dependent on tech that we forget how to defend ourselves? 3. Policy and regulation. Think of it as writing the laws for a brand new world. Pros: clear rules of engagement for the cyber realm. Bad actors think twice when they know they'll face consequences. Cons: but laws move slow, and tech moves fast. And too many rules might kill the innovation we need to stay safe. And there you have it, GP prodigies, the wild, weird, and sometimes terrifying world of cybersecurity and digital risk. We've journeyed from the fall of the Berlin Wall to the rise of cyber warfare, from state-sponsored hackers to bedroom cyber criminals, and from global financial systems to your potentially treacherous toaster. Remember, in your exams and life, security isn't just about soldiers anymore, it's about coders. Both governments and that anonymous hacker could be your biggest threat. A cyber attack in one country can send shockwaves around the globe. And some of the best solutions are coming from places you might not expect. So, GP prodigies, as you go about your digital lives, remember, every click, every download, every password is a choice that could impact not just you, but the whole world. Stay vigilant, stay informed, and keep being the global politics prodigies that you are. If this digital deep dive blew your mind, don't forget to smash that like button, subscribe for more global politics goodness, and hit that notification bell to stay updated. Until next time, stay safe in cyberspace, and keep changing the world, preferably for the better.